Okay, folks, welcome back to North Africa 41. We're moving into the 13th turn, late September. Historically, the Germans captured Kiev. We've got British or Indian infantry, British armour, German infantry, Italian infantry. So, bring it back down here and we can kick off the start of the turn with some supply points. And there we go, supply points and those replacements, which I just looked at and have forgotten already. German infantry, Italian infantry, German infantry, Italian infantry, and reinforcements. We have some upgrades. So I believe, okay, let's try and find these units. We'd be looking at 15th, we got 104, so I'm going to make sure I do this correctly because this is an upgrade. 3 new units may be created from 4 existing units. Each pair of units must be in full supply. Each pair must be in full supply and stacked together. If one, this is complicated. So where's the other unit? Where is the 8th, 5th light? I have a feeling they might be in the eliminated box. Where is my axis? No, I've got the 2nd, 5th light. So then, where are they? Looking for the 8th, 5th light. They wouldn't be withdrawn, would they? Here they are, 8th, 5th light. They've been removed for some reason. I can't remember why I removed those. Third light were upgraded, they were converted. I have a feeling I may have removed the wrong unit. I should have first sorry, keeping track of adjustments here. The 2nd, 5th, 2, 1. So I believe they should have been withdrawn instead of them. Maybe I removed the wrong unit. So they should have been withdrawn and converted to an upgraded armour. So I should have removed 2 armour. They are the 3 units that should have been withdrawn, I believe. 2, 5. Yeah. Why are they... What have I done here? Gee, I've made a mess of this. This is really confusing. Because one of the units is withdrawn. Look, I'm going to make an adjustment there. I'm guessing I took the wrong unit off. Maybe I took a tank unit off when I should have taken... I took that infantry off when I should have taken the tank unit off. So now, the problem is they're not stacked together. Okay, so if one of the 2 units is in the... maybe they can't upgrade because they're not stacked together. So you need to plan for that. They must be in full supply and stacked together. 5th light should have become the 21st. There should be no... They shouldn't exist. So I suspect I took the wrong units off. I'm going to lose a step so that they're equivalent. I think I just had different units mixed up. So now that's the 5th light, which we removed and replaced with the 21st. 5th light, 5th light, 5th light, and now I've got the 21st on the board. That 8 5th light should not have been removed earlier. Okay. And unfortunately, these are not, they're very close, but they're not stacked together, so I can't do that conversion. The conversion, to be honest, for those units isn't all that important. A 5 and a 3 becomes a 5 and a 3. What's different about them? They're both part of the 21st Division. Okay, that's not so important. And I remove these guys, so I could move the 15th and the 5th light. They're right there to replace them with one unit, and I can't do that. I've got a choice of... It's so confusing. Cavalry. Where is that? Where is that 15th, 5th light cavalry? They're in the eliminated box, right? Yep. So I can take... They're both in the eliminated box, so they've both been eliminated. So if one of the two units, remove them and place a new unit, okay, so they get removed. And the replaced unit is placed in the eliminated box, and they can be rebuilt. Okay, so it's a slightly stronger single unit. Oh, wow, that was interesting. We do have some artillery coming, which will be interesting as well. Okay, so that was, what was that? That was upgrades, I guess. We've got our supply points. Now let's get the Allied supply points. They have got a British or Indian and a British armour. British or Indian. I might get an Indian. British or Indian. Yeah, what have I got in the lost box? A lot of Australians. British, so let's get a British instead. And 2 supply points. And our replacements for this turn. Hey, we get to remove some more units. Right. No, we should have done that last turn. I think I must... Oh, I missed that. Okay, remove the 3rd Indian. Wow, I should have done this last turn. I forgot it continues over. I didn't catch that. The 3rd Indian Motorised Brigade. Where are they? 3rd Indian. I suspect they may be eliminated. No, there's no... Finding units in the desert is a challenge. Have they already been withdrawn? No. 3rd Indian, they have been withdrawn. Oh, they return? No. Why are they withdrawn? Turn 5, any one Indian brigade. Okay, I've already returned them. Geez, this is a mess. Removals, withdrawal. Okay. If that unit is not available, I need to remove another comparable unit. So a 575, we'll take them off and place them there. I may just swap them out, substitute them for them. Remove any one Australian brigade. Okay, do we have any Australians left? Okay, these guys, here we go, the 18th. There needs to be a full strength unit in supply. Yep, it can be reduced in supply. So they are removed. Don't think they'd keep their disrupted marker. And remove anyone British 235. Historically the first THR. A British 235. Here we go, 235. This is historically the unit that was removed, so let's remove them. And to remove units box. They're not just withdrawn, they're remove the 3rd Indian Brigade. Okay. And we get a truck. Okay, we get a new truck arrive. That was last turn. So now on turn 13, we get some tanks. Ooh, we get some decent tanks. And the 1670th British return. There's a lot of allied units in that box. Sorry, we upgrade. One of these is an upgrade. 5 RTR. So that is an upgrade. This is more confusion. Place it in the Nile Delta box. It may move normally. Then, remove a different tank unit from place. It can be anywhere, including in the eliminated box. I don't have any tank units in the eliminated box, so that means I have to remove an actual tank unit. And it is 5 RTR, so I could remove that step. So if I remove them from play, the removed tank unit, yes, so they are removed from play. Now, because I removed a tank unit on the board, it may pass on those steps. How many steps did they have? It was just one, right? Yep. So I can pass on that one step to a reduced unit in need of replacements. Must be in full supply and have a tank rating equal to or less than. And just double checking, yeah, tank rating of 1. So I can improve a step of a tank unit with 1 step. So these guys can take on replacements. Equal to less rating, any tank unit in this way is marked a replacement. Yeah, okay, so they gain their tanks basically, and the new reformed tanks start off in Alexandria and will travel out in this direction. Wow, that was a lot. I'm not a fan of this upgrade process, I'm going to be honest. It's just a hassle, but it's done. So that's the reinforcements, replacements, blah, blah, blah. Let's now roll to see if Malta moves. A 1, it's not going to move. Rommel returns. Let's put him in our asset tray. Advanced units in the surrender box, there are none. Action phase, let's get to it. British first impulse. We start with a die roll. It's a 4. That might be an interesting event. An air support marker. Excellent. I love this air support marker for the British. Very valuable. 1 column shift, don't underestimate it. Okay, replacements. So what replacements can the British take down here? What have we got? We've got tanks. We've got some Matildas. Are there any damaged tanks? Let's get our tanks on top so we can clearly see them. Oh, geez. I have no tanks in the eliminated box. I have got 2 tank replacements here. So nothing I can actually replace. Got some Australians over here, but they're kind of in the middle of nowhere. They need to be with the HQ. So no replacements, no fortifications complete. Remove rail markers, and we get to the movement phase. Now we really need to counterattack we need to smash through here, clear that road open, clear that road to let supplies get through. Now they do have disrupted units, and I'm just going to double check when they are disrupted. They may not attack. So look, they may as well pull back, and we'll get as much as we can into here. They've taken replacements. They'll advance. How many trucks do I have in here? We have got 3 trucks. 3 trucks. Okay. We'll clear our move markers. I know they've moved. They've taken replacements. All right. Who? I want to get. I've got Matilda's there. Okay. So they've got a defense of 10, 15. They've got the max of 15. I need 30. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19, 20, 21. I need 9 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's just 1 to disengage from an enemy Zoc, right? Am I remembering correctly? 2. It costs an additional 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5 more. Okay, these guys. No, they won't be able to make it actually. They can pull out. They can go attack move across to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. It means I'm going to have to attack move these guys up to conform with stacking. I'm going to shift these guys down, shift them in, all right, to keep some decent stacks there. This should give me the 30. 5, 6, 10, 23, 24, 25. No, am I 1 short? 5, 6, 10, 10, 22, 23, 29. I need 1 more point. Okay. Then we'll go with these guys. 1, 2, oh wow, okay. I'll send the trucks back. I'll move into Solemn. They'll push out there. Yeah, I've got 30 just, but I'm worried about my defences here. Not much else I can do. I do have a 2-to-1, 3-to-1 with my artillery, 4-to-1 with my air unit. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They're going to defend Mersa Mature. Move them into the desert there. And let's get these guys. They will quick catch a train to Mersa Mature. They have caught a train. Where's that train marker? I think the train marker is kind of useless, but anyway. All right, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and 3 MSUs. Eight. So they can all move all the way up to here. And these guys cannot move yet. All right. Oh wait, we got delay. We got delay. 2 delay. So we've got to stop there actually. Oh, actually, you know what? We're gonna put them back here so they're not exposed to the Italians, just in case they can do something. Okay. Truck. We'll go back to the Nile. We again leaving this very vulnerable, but desperate times. And that's my movement. So now combat. As I said, 30. Oh wait. Oh, nationalities. Oh, I cannot do it. I need to. I need to hold them there, bring the tanks up. So I've got South Africa. Oh, geez. More trouble. Okay, I've got South Australians, South Africans. The Australians cannot join this attack. So they will attack. Oh, look, they'll hold there. But that means I need to get something like this unit or this unit to go 1, 2, 3 into here. Because and that'll satisfy my requirement. So now if the Australians don't attack, I've got 5, 6, 7, 7, 14, 20, 24. 24, 28 without New Zealanders, 30. So the New Zealanders who came from here will instead move up to here and defend that with the Indians. Two nations can attack. So I've got South Africans and British. I think that's legal. Got to watch that. I keep forgetting that rule. All right, so I've got 2 to 1. 3 to 1, 4 to 1. The Germans do not have an air marker, so I've got 4 to 1. I don't have armor superiority or elite, so it's just 4 to 1. They really are hoping for a decent roll here. 4 to 1, 5 is a D1 result. Okay, so let's take off a step from there, and they have to retreat 2, and they're disrupted. Which enables me to advance my tank to there, and advance this stack to there, and I can advance them up to there. Yeah, okay. That's what we'll do. We now recover, so these units they recover. Supplies, that gets removed. Supplies can get through. I can spend an I needed to spend an SP. Oh, tell me I have an SP. Look, they could go. Oh, look, where do I have SPs? I don't have any. Look, that truck would have to go 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, I don't have enough supplies. I don't have supplies to launch that attack. Let's. Wow. No, I did. There's a supply there. Did I spend a supply? I can't remember. I must have spent a supply because there it is. Okay. And what was I going to do here? I've forgotten. Wow, this is making a mess of this, sorry. I've forgotten the advance path or advance up to combat D1, 3 hexes, non-mechanized units. So they can actually go 1, 2, 3 into there. All right, so they recover, they recover, they recover. I don't have the ASU to flip that over. MSU, sorry. They're stuck back here in Mercer Metro in a big stack. But I've lit supplies through. Okay. Delay phase. Let's get a delay marker. Look, I'm going to put it out here, just in case the Italians try to move. Don't remove anything there. Okay. And we get to the Axis Impulse. They will roll for an event. It's a resource point. Replacements. They've got an Italian tank step, which they could use if they get out there. That's pretty much it. Fortifications, remove transport markers, so we're ready to go. Movement phase. Do I keep putting pressure Okay, they can just hold there. I feel like I'm losing a lot of strength in this area. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 21, 22, 23, 24. And they've got some solid defensive stacks now. So I'd have 1 to 1, 2 to 1 with my elite combined arms. 2 to 1, I'd be looking at 2 to 1 odds. That should be gone. 2 to 1 odds, it's just not enough. Or maybe I just swing back and hit them 12. So I need 24 to get 2 to 1. I don't have the Supremo Commando. Can I get 24 infantry? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, I can. Okay, so let's try a different approach. 3, we're going to push in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Attack move across, attack move down. Oh, you know what? I'm going to run out of stacking limitations. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 21. So it's going to be 1 to 1 and I don't have the odds. So I can't actually do it. Wow. Over here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 16 defense. So maximum of 15. Wow. I feel like the Axis have kind of exhausted their strength now. I'd get 1 to 1 on there, and that's it. No tank. In fact, the British have the tank benefit. Look at that, 0 on my tanks. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm going to try and attack out here. All right, so let's get the supplies out. 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. We'll try and cut out here. So what I'm going to do now here is attack move away, attack move around to cover this area. And these guys are going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, they'll just go 5. In fact, they'll go there. I will try and hold there. Truck. How many trucks do I have in Tripoli? Nothing. I've got nothing in Tripoli. I need to convoy those over in a moment. That truck will go back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll hold them there. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ditto. These guys are on the 15, so they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I have to stop because that's the delay marker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let's try and get this convoy across. We'll roll. A 7 is safe, just. So they make it over. And that's all I've got. I do have a resource point. I think I'll hold on to it for now. I'm thinking, do I spend it to build a fortification here? Tempting, but I think I feel like I'm going to get pushed out of this space very soon, which has me worried about putting those MSUs there. So I might put, that's just a truck, it's not an MSU. So let's transfer that back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They are just in position, but I'll move those reinforcements back. Okay, so I've got one combat, converting these to a truck unit and spending that to fuel this attack, which is 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 on 7. So 2 to 1, 3 to 1 with my armor. 3 to 1. A 3 to 1 1 is an exchange result. Can I spend Rommel on an Italian combat? Reroll 1 Axis die roll. Yes, I'll use Rommel for that. Reroll. It's a 1. It's an exchange. I use Rommel for that. Okay, well look, they lose a step. Now in this title, with an exchange result, the unit is determined by the opposing player, so they're going to take out my good tanks. And in an exchange result, no retreat. Look, I had an opportunity here to really cut them off, and I've got the forces backing them up. Just couldn't make it happen. That's disconcerting because I'm now open to a counterattack through here. Look, the Allies are low on supply. Look, they've got MSUs over here. They've got, what, 3 MSUs? 3 and a massive stack of tanks. Okay, Axis forces, they've been hammering at this position. I'm just amazed the British have held on, to be honest. The Allied Commonwealth have held on. I really thought that was going to break. Okay, so recovery phase. They do recover, and this is an important stack. Big, tough stack. Defensive 15, so that's good news. I've still got these guys available, so I've still got 1 supply point in this vicinity. That's it. Now my delay phase, delay markers are on the map, nothing is removed. That's some relief, I guess, that they're in a good position. We skip this impulse, go straight to the 3rd impulse. Allied turn, they roll, it's a 10. A 10 is going to be bombing raid, select an enemy port and roll. Okay, let's pick, let's pick Tobruk actually, for coastal shipping. I'll roll, it is hit, it reduces by 1. Don't really care about that right now. Okay. Replacements. I have an elite tank here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They will gain a step and take a replacement at the cost of that. Return to pool. I have another tank step, another tank replacement. But no tanks that are reduced in the area. I have some Australian replacements here, but I need to stack them with my HQ, which will happen in just a moment. Okay, so the Commonwealth forces have rebuilt and are primed and ready for a counterattack. They're excited. This is okay. Fortification complete. Remove transport markers, so that goes back. Movement phase. Okay, so movement. Want to want to smash through here and advance and cut them off. That would be the best move, I think. They have taken replacements. I've got a lot of stacks available. I can hit them. So they're going to have defense of 15, 9, 10, 11, 12, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so I only need 24 up here. Got to be mindful. I'm going to move the Australians, move them into here because they can't attack with the British and South Africans. So I've got, if I bring the South Africans into the combat, clear moved, sorry. So they've moved to there. If I bring the South Africans down to here, that gives me 12, 10, 11. I need 24. 10, 11, 21, 22, 28. So I could move this. Oh no, I want my big Matildas. Yep. So I could move. I don't really need them. I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 19, 20, 26 on 12 in the rough. Now again, the rough does not modify combat at all. It just increases costs. So good combat there. Then if I can move this hex, this stack, 1, 2 up to there, reinforce with them, and I'm just going to bring the Matildas to there, just in case this attack doesn't work, so I've got a decent defense. Now, would like to bolster that defense. The Australians have already moved. They might swing around and go 1, 2, 3, and just hold that position in case. All right, so we're looking at supplies. Okay, let's get our supplies up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, and 5. Let's get our replacements into there. More tank replacements. This big tank stack, 15 factors. Okay, so let's look at this combat here, see what we've got. 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. Not a lot. 14 on 10 on 15. I do need one more. So I've got I've got New Zealanders and Indians mixed together. So that's not going to look likely unless I can get these tanks up. 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. So that's not going to be an attack here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I could maybe attack here instead, or I could just hold there with 2 stacks. Maybe I'll just hold there. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Just hold there. Wouldn't mind though, bolstering. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't really bolster it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're eliminated, and they are returned to the pool. Now let's push out. Let's push out for Mercer Matra. Let's put some pressure on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. 3. Yep. Yeah. Let's really put the pressure on. Let's push out. Let's push them into here. Okay, so I could bring some tanks back. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, they just can't make it. Unless I do something tricky with these tanks. So what do they need up here? They've got a defense. I want to get... No, I don't have any modifiers. They've got a good defensive stack there. Yeah, I don't have many modifiers. And I've got no resource points to spend, and I don't have my artillery. So I'm really relying on a bit of luck here for that combat. All right, let's bring up all these four. These guys will, actually they might just catch they'll catch a train to Mercer Matra. And I'm not going to place a train marker because it's kind of not needed. Look, I'm so desperate for supplies. I'm going to grab these supplies from Alexandria, so teleport a truck there with the plan to move them up. No more supplies in Mercer Matra. That's my movement done. Hold on. Look, do I want to... No, they're holding pretty well. So, yep, combat. So, pretty sure 6, 7, 8, 14, 20, 24 on 12. Tanks are even. So I've got 2 to 1 with nothing to add to it. Neither do the Germans. So just 2 to 1. Tanks are even. A good roll here could be critical. 2 to 1, D1. That's pretty good. I'm going to take them off. I think they have to make a determined defense here. So 2 to 1 in rough. I'm going to throw their tanks in. Because they don't have a lot. Oh, no, we'll leave them. We'll leave with them, that infantry. So it's going to be a +1 modifier. 7, they hold. So they lose. They get to pick a step. And they hold. 1-1. Lucky. Now, like I said, I don't think 6, 10, 15 defense versus my 4, 5, 6. Look, a hodgepodge of different units together. They cannot mount a decent attack. 9, 10, 11. No, can't do anything. But I've got tanks moving through the desert. Okay, how are the Axis forces going to respond? Well, first of all, let's do our recovery. No disrupted units, no replacements taken that turn. Oh, yep, here we go. These guys took replacements. Supply, everyone's in supply. No attrition. Delay phase, both delay markers are out. We don't remove anything. We get to the Axis impulse. All right, what do they have back here? Some trucks. They are mechanized. They'll make that an MSU. Make that an MSU. Delete those supplies. And they will all head 5 + 3, 8 along the desert road to there. I'm going to clear move markers so I can track everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these guys will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll teleport them back to Tripoli. We'll move this tank around 1, 2, 3, 4 and a bit. These guys are now heavily reduced and in trouble. But as usual, I'm looking at counterattacks. So I'm going to tack move back, tack move back, tack move there. Actually, tack move 1, 2 back to there. Tack move the Italians back to there to protect my lines of supply. 1, 2, 3, 5. I can get a... Actually, you know what? Where'd they come from? Let's try and get an attack on here. I need just a one-step unit, so I will put them in there, and I'll try to attack this with a defense of 12. I should now have it. Oh, I have no supplies. I have no... I do have DAC, so I can do one attack out here. Okay. Is this the attack I want? Or is this the attack I think I want to... Let's do the Italian attack. So... yeah, it can provide attack supply. It doesn't specify Italian, so we'll spend them to provide a attack supply for this Italian attack, which is now 2-1. Ugh, it's not great because... But if I succeed, it'll be 2-1. Allies have got armor superiority. Just... So they get one tank shift. So I'm looking at 1-1, but if I get a 4+, 3+, 5 is a DR2 result. Yeah, DR2. Now they're going to make a determined defense because I do not want to give up this position. So we are looking at a fortification. Here's my unit. No modifiers. They're not elite. So looking at that fortification city, that's going to be a step loss. I'm just going to double check the rules for fortifications. Oh, tank shifts can never be earned by a defender. Tank units permitted. Okay, so tank shifts don't count in the fortification. So it's actually 2-1, 5, which is a DRX. Both sides lose one step, which is actually a worse result. Compared to the 1-1 DR2, DRX, they're going to take, yeah, lose a step, and the defender must retreat 2 hexes. Okay, so yeah, I still think they want to make that determined defense, which they fail. They lose another step and they're eliminated. Okay. And that's removed. And the Italians make progress, surprisingly. Yeah, I knew it was weak. I knew I'd reduced it, but I thought I'd be able to hold. But now we're out of supplies. Supply situation for the Axis is... here come... What is coming through here? I don't know why I've got that truck moving through the desert. Let's move them back to Tripoli. Got one MSU there. Where are the others? Here they are. 2 over here. So, recovery phase for the Axis. No disrupted, no retreating units, no replacements. Supply, everyone is in supply. I have no supplies to flip this back, which is the end of the turn. Supply attrition. Do they have units in Benghazi? They do, and they must lose the nearest supply point, the nearest. Do the Allies have a unit in Mersa Matruh? They do, and they must lose the nearest supply. Oh, that's frustrating for them as well. Oh, they've got 3 MS3 supply points. Okay. That's it. We now go to the victory point phase. Benchmark is 3. They have 3 airfields, so no change in victory points. And we're out of summer. Operation Typhoon begins the 14th of October. So let's get to it. any Allied infantry, a British and a German armour. All right, so we start with the preparation phase. 2 supply. Sorry, what was the German armour, which they need. 2 SP and reinforcements. It's turn 14. Turn 14, nothing for the Germans. The Allies get 1 any, 1 British. Okay, so we'll take 1 British. We'll have a look at the any. What has taken losses? We have a New Zealand infantry down, so let's take that. Although I'm pretty sure there might be 1. I thought there was 1 up there, but maybe not. And then Allied reinforcements for turn 14. We have to remove an Australian brigade. Okay. I just moved some here. Where are they? So they go to removed units box. I return the 5 4th Indians. So they return to the Nile. And I release the South Africans, which are good on defence, I guess. Oh, they're actually good on attack. 4s on attack. The defence is decent as well. I've got a lot coming out next. I've got another HQ coming out next turn, by the looks of it. So more artillery. But what I need is more supplies. I just kind of wish, it would be nice if I could spend resources to buy more supply points. You can't. Okay, so we're done. Roll to see if the Malta marker is moved. So I need a 6 will do it, making Italian Axis convoys harder. Rommel is ready again. And we'll put him in our little thing to make it easy to track. And no units in the surrender box, no removals, withdrawals, blah, 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 further. So we go to the first Commonwealth Impulse, and they roll for an event. A 9 is, I'm pretty sure, a resource point. It is, which is okay. Replacements. So I've got an Australian replacement here with my HQ. So let's grab an Australian remnant and we'll put them over here. We've also got some tanks replacements. They're not heavy tanks though, so I can't replace the Matildas. Okay, that's all right, we'll hold there. Over here, we've got some more Australians, but they need to be closer. And that's it. Replacements are done. They have taken replacements. No fortifications and no transport markers. Should be the rail marker, but they're done. Movement phase. All right. Can I make something happen here? I do have my supplies here. And that's a vulnerable unit here. So let's push up. British, we'll move our remnant back. We'll move our South Africans forward with our Matildas. We're gonna, what are we gonna do? We're gonna move our New Zealanders up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Our tanks in the desert here. What are we gonna do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do I look to surround them? Pin them down or just attack. 10, 11, they've got a defensive 15. I could kind of attack move 10, 14, 18. I'd get 1 to 1. They've got some good tanks there. They've got good tanks there as well. Problem is I don't have I think I'm really relying on odds here now. Good odds combat. So they've got 12. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 20, 22, 22, 30. 22 plus those. Yeah, I've got 30 on 6, which is 5 to 1. No other modifiers. So that'll be a good combat there. And I might keep the pressure on these guys by just looking to outflank them. And maybe even here, if I can push in there. And this is not a Zoc bond, okay? It's an overlapping Zoc, which does not stop my movement. It blocks retreats, line of supply, and units out of supply may not enter an overlapping Zoc. Okay, so I'm cutting off these, causing some trouble. They're going to have to fight their way out, but again, they have no supplies. Okay, so this is important. This is the opportunity for the Allied counterattacking breakthrough. Can I cut off all the German armour? Can it happen? I'm going to move out from Mercer Matra. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll leave the poles behind. We'll grab them on truck and go 8. So we'll move them up to, oh wait, it'll be 6, 7, 8 there. That's as far as I can go. But all those other units with 8, including, okay, what have I got here? I want supplies. I don't have trucks. Flip them to an MSU. They can move up 8 as well. They can go 8. They're not mechanized. No, these guys are mechanized. All right, so they can go 8 as well. We might get these guys. They look pretty strong. They'll jump on a train. And the rest have to wait. I can, however, teleport this truck back to the Nile Delta. And you know what? Maybe I... Oh, look, I've only got one more supply to bring up, so that truck will be enough. One of these supplies will be used this turn, and I'll have one mobile supply to support my breakthrough. I'm counting on a breakthrough already. Italians here, 5, 6, 7, they've got 14 defense there. I'm looking for a vulnerable point in the Italian lines as well. But I don't have... Oh, geez, in fact, things are looking pretty vulnerable back here, so I might pull a unit back to defend there. In fact, one... Oh, geez, that is looking scary. What have I got? I do have some tank replacements. I might use some of these. I've got British infantry replacement. This should have happened earlier. And a tank replacement. So I'm going to replenish that. They have taken replacements. And I'm going to replenish an armour step. And they've taken replacements as well. Okay. So that's pretty much all my movement done. These guys, I think, are inclined just to hold there. Actually, they'll push in. Why not? Yep. Okay. So combat phase. We have got our 30 on 6, 5 to 1. Fueled. So 5 to 1, no tank, no artillery available, no air. They have no air. So looking at 5 to 1, 3 is an A1 D1 result. An A1, it's a handy unit to have, that little remnant. Here we go, South Africans. They're eliminated. They have to retreat 2. Actually, it might be more than that. A1 D1 result, retreat 2 hexes, and I can advance 2 hexes. So I can go 1, 2 into there. And I can go 1, 2. And I can go 1. And these guys are in trouble. They can tack move away, but they've kind of been caught out. They're disrupted. They're in trouble. They cannot attack if they're disrupted. I've got no supplies here. Where are the nearest supplies? Oh, Tobruk. Is this a supply? Yep, it's Tobruk. They move pretty fast, but yeah. Oops. Now we look at our recovery phase. We remove those replacement markers. I can spend a supply point to flip my HQ over, but I want to keep my supply point to fuel the next combat. This is a choice. I either get that column shift or keep it. I've only got the 1 MSU in this area. So I'll keep it. Check supply. Everyone's in supply. Pretty handily. Yep. Delay phase. I've got my delay markers on the map. A 2 and a 5. So 2 is removed. Here it is. And now we get to the axis impulse. They roll for an event. It's an 11, which is a bombing raid. Select a port. Okay, they'll bomb Mersa Matra. It's hit. It doesn't really matter. The Allies aren't really using their coastal convoys. That's actually a pretty bad result for the Axis. They wanted something much better than that. Replacements. No, they're not in position now to take replacements. So, no fortifications, no transport markers, movement phase. So we'll clear the movement markers. They will tack move out of there. They will try to get out of here. Tack move. Try to survive. We'll get the Italians to move up and try to cover this situation. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get our headquarters the heck out of the way. Geez. Okay. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We'll move them up to there. 1, 2, 3. They've got a defense of 14. I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can get 1 to 1, 2 to 1 if I want to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 8 from here. Up to 16, basically. So up to Tobruk. Here we go. Yep. And a convoy from Italy is 9 plus 1 is 10. So 2 or more. So let's do 2 supplies. 2 or less. So we do lose a supply point. And now the replacement is fine. This is not what we want. We want those supplies. We want those supplies. So getting attacked is not great. All right, combat. Look, I've got one MSU in the area. Where was it? Here? No. Here. One MSU. Look, another one on the way. In fact, that truck doesn't need to be there. They can go back to Tripoli. I've got one MSU, another one coming next turn. These guys are in supply now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so they're in supply, but not yet out of the woods. I certainly cannot counterattack. Or maybe I could. Hold on, let's have a look at this. They've got Matildas there. I've got, yep, so I've got 9, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 7, 8, 9, 10. Looking at 1 to 1. I'll be looking at 1 to 1. 1 to 1, but if I succeed, there's 50%, 40% chance of them, no, more than that, it's 2/3, no retreat. 50% chance of getting a retreat result, but it would really slow them down. I think I'd try it. Oh, they can't actually reach. The supplies are all the way over here, so they can't get to it. Okay, so no attack here. The Italians can't attack. I could attack here. It might be a good idea. Supplies are on the way. No. Oh, look, if I don't do it now, they're going to reinforce this hex. Let's try it. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I've got 1 to 1, 2 to 1 with my armour. Spend the supplies. 2 to 1. No other modifiers. 2 to 1, 6 is a D1 result. Okay, so they take a step loss. They're going to make a determined defence. I do want to hold that last fortification in the area. D1, they roll, no modifiers, they're not elite, etc. A 4 in the fortification is a whole success, but the fortification is removed. And they lose a step. Oh no, down to a remnant. There are no remnants left. Why are there no remnants left for the Indians? We've got one there. Where are all the remnants? No remnants. What happens if I run out of remnants? Yep, this is mandatory if there are no remnants available. So they are eliminated. And well, that was a success. We have now captured that, which is critical. They cannot move that many in. They'll move one step in. Okay, this is important because it provides a barrier which makes it very difficult for the Allies, the British, to counterattack, to link up and counterattack up this escarpment. Very difficult. So that's good news. Well done, Italians. The Italians have had the success where the Germans haven't. Yeah, okay. That's it for combat. So we look now at our recovery phase. They recover. The supply. Okay, so these guys are in supply. Let's double check the supply rules. 5 hexes long, 2 main. Okay, hold on. May not enter more than 2 consecutive trackless desert hexes. These are roads. The rules, this is so confusing. The rules specifically say that it has to go to a road, and these highways and tracks are clearly, oh sorry, off the screen here, are clearly roads, right? Highway, track, they're roads. This is where supplies get to. The rules say up to 5 hexes, image verse, may not enter more than 2 consecutive trackless desert hexes. I've been doing that wrong. The very first hex can be an enemy's under control, so they're in supply. They are certainly not. So I've been a bit too liberal with supply all game. I missed that point. 2 consecutive trackless desert hexes. These are trackless desert hexes. I thought it was. This is distinct from this area, which is what is it? That's trackless desert. Sorry, that is trackless desert. So these are tracks. No, are they tracks? Oh my goodness. They are tracks, but that is not a trackless desert. Okay, these are tracks. These are tracks in the desert, but this is not technically a trackless desert hex. So this can go 1 into there, 2, and it can't enter an enemy zone of control if it's not the first hex. So they are out of supply, and they are out of supply. And they cannot attack if they're... No, wait, they can attack if they're out of supply, not if they're disrupted. Their attack strength is halved. So they are in supply. Okay, whew. What else? Everyone else is fine. Okay, supplies are done. Delay phase. They've got good delay markers, none of which are removed. They're happy with that. We go to the second impulse. We roll for an event. It's a resource point, which we're going to spend to get an air unit. Very nice. Ooh, replacements. All right. What have we got up here? We have got a tank replacement. That's it. All right, well, let's get our tank replacement. Let's send them to the pool, and let's flip these guys over. Gain a step, and you've taken replacements. Let's get them back to the Nile. Fortification, transport markers, yep, so now we're in the movement phase. Okay, let's tack move, cut them off. Here we'll go 1, okay. Okay, I've got to watch these supplies as well, because these guys could find themselves out of supply. So maybe I want to attack the Italians with the British and New Zealanders. Too many Indian remnants. So I need to fix that situation up. So they have moved up into there. Where do I want to attack? I kind of don't want to attack these guys. I just want to grind them out of supply. We'll tack move in there. We'll tack move in there. We'll keep a lot of pressure, and we'll keep just shifting west. If I can keep shifting west, they're going to have to be able to attack move there, but it makes it really... Or they can come around, actually. But actually, you know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. If I move them there, I can get supplies around through here. So that keeps them in supply and cuts off more of this force. What else have we got going on here? I want to preserve my MSUs, don't want to risk them. New Zealanders, what are they going to do? So out of supply movement can only use tactical movement. So if I can just kind of like stay away from this big stack here. Oh, it's not a big stack. It's actually pretty vulnerable. And they're Italians. I've got options here now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, they can just go straight into there. Here come the rest of my MSUs. I don't know why they are separated. What happened there? 2 MSUs. What are we going to do? Bearing in mind, these guys can only attack move. So if I were to put an MSU like here, no, it'd have to go all the way up here. But I can get supply through the desert. Can I get it all the way up there? For example, can I go 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if I push out across here, it can extend my supplies across the desert. So let's do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's protect that by getting the New Zealanders 1, 2, 3 up to here. We'll get them together there with some tanks. We'll pull the Indians back. They've been a bit battered. Yeah. And that's looking pretty good. I'm going to bring this MSU just up a little bit. Not them, just the MSU. 1, 2, 3, yeah. To prepare to move it forward. And I want to get this MSU 1, 2, 3, 4. They'll move into the same area. Actually, we'll move them into there. And maybe I can resupply my HQ. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's now look what we've got here. Convert them to an MSU. New Zealanders will train it out to Mercer Matra. We'll jump some of these guys on a truck. And they will go 8. So they go 6, 7, 8, and have to stop there. All right, so we look at these trucks. They're going to cut across the desert there to support that attack. And that's pretty much the movement done for the Allies. Okay, so now to the Allied combat phase, but I don't think there's any combat they really want to engage in. They've got 14 here. I could do a 1-to-1, 2-to-1, 3-to-1. Whew, tempting. Or I can just hold. I think I might just hold. Although if I don't attack them first, can they come back at me? I've got a big 3 tank there. Can my supplies reach? Where did I move that MSU? Where did that MSU go? Oh, did I move them both up there? I just meant to move 1 in there. 1, 2, 3, yep. So I could do an attack here. But then I don't have the support to kind of support that advance. So if I attack and advance, no, let's do it. I've got 14 on a defense of 12, but I have much better tanks. In fact, they don't have tanks at all, so I get 2 column shifts. I'm going to spend my supplies, and that makes it 3-to-1. I do have an air unit, but I don't think I'm going to use it here. So just a 3-to-1 roll. 3-to-1 6 is a D1. And they have to retreat now 2 or 3 hexes. 1, 2, and they're disrupted. That gives me the advance. It's been a while since I did any breakthrough combat. but 4, 5, 6, 10, 12. I could attack the Italians there. So I can move there, attack the Italians with similar odds. I might try it. It's just 1-to-1, but with my tanks I get 3-to-1. So let's do that. 3-to-1, 1 is an exchange. Oh, that's going to hurt because I lose my big tanks and they just lose maybe them, maybe those tanks. Those tanks are pretty useless. Let's lose that step. No retreat for the defender. Okay. Oh well, I was hoping for a bit of a retreat there to force them to become disrupted. But I've still got a decent stack here. Okay. No, wait, do I need to fuel that with supply? I don't think I do. I seem to recall you don't have to spend supply. You've already fueled the combat. I can't remember where that is, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the rule. All right, so that's now the end of the combat phase for the allies. They recover. Nothing to... Oh, wait, these replacement units. Supplies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, they're in supply. 1, 2, 3. They are in supply through there. I can spend an MSU to flip that. I do have another MSU coming up, so I might spend them to flip that. Noting that this other MSU is going to be in range pretty soon. All right. And delay phase. Where are my delay markers? In awkward places. So I'm actually going to voluntarily remove that. And I don't know where my other one is. Is it even on the map? No. So I just removed one. I'm going to place another one here and roll and remove it. I don't know if it doesn't matter. It's random anyway. All right, Axis player impulse. They'll roll for an event. 7 is a resource point. If that's the first impulse, I'm losing track of things. Did I not... This must be the second impulse. Did I not move the impulse marker up? Yeah, I'm losing track of things. It's turn 14. I definitely took the turn 14 reinforcements out, right? Yeah. And I moved... This must be the second impulse. Sorry, losing track of a few things. So an event, replacements... I could create an Italian armoured replacement. I don't have any Italian armour available. Fortifications, none. Transport markers, none. Movement phase. All right, let's tack move them. Let's tack move them. Let's tack move them. Trying to get into open desert. Let's clear the move markers. Actually, hold on. Let's clear the move markers. Tack move, tack move, tack move. I'm not really in a position to counterattack here, 950, I can get a 10. I can't get the tank shift without supplies. So I'll be looking at 1-1 with the horrific odds. I could counterattack here. Where are my MSUs? Most of these units, except for these, are, okay, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And these guys can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I might leave them back here, 5, 6 and a bit. 1, move the headquarters back to the MSU to put them in supply. They're disrupted, they'll hold 1, 2, 3 to try and bolster the defences there. We will 1, 2, 3 try and push around. There are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 very solid defences there with decent tanks, which is not worth attacking across. However, I do want to kind of pin them in along the coast there. I've got a lot of Italian units. Defense of 13, but with tanks. That's what's tough. It's the heavy tanks that the British bring that just creates basically 2 column shifts if the Italians try to attack there. Alright, so not a lot of movement going on. 10 defense, no tanks. I might actually pull my tanks away to here and create a stack there. They'll hold there, which is fine. Yep, okay, holding Bardia as well. So looking across here, Tripoli, I've got 1 supply point, so 1 MSU, which can go 8 with that tank replacement up to there. 2 tanks available, but nothing to ship. And that's it. So for combat, I'm not engaging in any combat because it's too dangerous. So we do our recovery. They recover from disruption. Supply, they're still in supply. They are not, they are, I don't think they're isolated though. Because they're out of supply. A unit that is out of supply for 2 consecutive phases and cannot trace a line of supply. So they can trace a line of supply, LOS, around here. So still out of supply, can only use tactical movement, in trouble, but not yet suffering that attrition. Okay, that's it for the German impulse. Delay markers, 1 is removed, 2 remains. Okay, we now get to the 3rd British impulse, an event is 11, which, if I recall, is the bombing raid. Oh no, 11. Move the multi-space 1 to the right. Okay, that's cool. +2 modifier to convoys now. We may take replacements. Let's see what I've got in my big stack of replacements here. We've got some Australians, so we'll give them a step for that. Do we have any others? I have a tank replacement, but no tanks in the vicinity. Where are my Indian replacements? I've got a British replacement and I'm on the HQ. So can I bring in a British? I thought I had another British step in the area. This is only a 1-step unit. They don't gain another step. Okay, so let's bring in, these are also 1-step units. Look, let's bring them in. They've taken replacements. And that can go back to the pool. All right. No fortifications, no transport markers, movement phase. We can really loop around and cut them off here. 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, sorry. They can't make it. They can, and they 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, they can. The New Zealanders will keep moving in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Not all of them. 1, 2. Okay. What do I want to do here? Would love to get those guys out of supply, but how can I get it done? Kind of need to cut off this road. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would cut off their ability to get to that path. Yeah. And these guys can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they may even be able to extend their movement by 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. But that lets these guys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If they just go there, these guys can move one space in any direction and then they're stuck. Now if I move them there, I can trace supplies through them. Trying to get rid of these move markers. Okay, so I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll hold there, just in case they try to do anything tricky. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll move them through the desert. They can go back to nothing. I do have 2 units in Alexandria, no trucks, so we'll go send them to the Nile, not Alexandria. Send them back to the Nile. What have I got here? Got another truck here, which can go back to the Nile. So I have no supplies out here. Yeah, I've got no supplies. No supplies anywhere, in fact. Oh, here we go. Some supplies. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll hold there. For 10. Now I could feel the combat there, but I think I might build up some supplies. I'm just going to try and cut off these Germans behind the line, focus my efforts there and then build up some supplies and then get some combat going. So these guys can cross the desert. They can go 1, 2 and a half, 3 and a half, 4 and a half. Where'd they come from? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I might do that. Because if they can just set up sort of I'm just looking at an alternative, just in case the Germans cut this off, I could draw an alternative supply path down here, cutting across there. Because if they can draw to an MSU that is itself in supply, which is sort of like anywhere along here, then they're in supply. So this trail could be a supply path. Okay. Any other movement? New Zealanders, they trained there this turn, I think. These guys haven't moved. No, they were trained last turn. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Leave the poles back in Mersa Matruh. I do not have resource points left. And that is all. The Italians don't want to get too weak. Yeah, they're pretty strong. That's okay. I'm just eyeing off a potential counterattack from here, even though it is uphill across the escarpment, which could be challenging, but the Germans did it earlier. All right, that's it now. So we get to the recovery phase. We remove that replacement marker. Supply phase, everyone's in supply. And delay phase. So now I've got some delay markers, which I'll put there, and roll, and remove number 2. All right, last axis turn, impulse for the turn. They roll for an event. It's a resource point. They will spend 3 resource points to move the multi-marker back 2. Move the multi-marker 2 spaces to the left for 3 points. Yep, they need those convoys working. Okay. No, maybe some Italian replacements. They have a tank and an infantry. We can bring in these, I think. Where are my MSUs? Here's my MSU. Now we get movement. Oh boy, okay. So these guys can actually move pretty far. Oh, they can move here. So, you know what? Let's just move them there. So these guys will tack move to there. That was the plan. They will go tack move, tack move. They're hard to trap. I'll say that much. But now they can't get supplies. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they'll be out of supply now, which will slow them down. Elsewhere, jeez, they'll go back to Tripoli. Oh, wow. How am I going to mount a defense around here? 1, 2, 3, 4 to there. How do I set up a defensive line? 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. In fact, we'll move them over there, and we'll get the Italians to form the front line here. They've also got 12, so try and get a bit of a defensive position, a bit of a reserve there, which is fine. Oh, here we go. We can get some more German infantry. This unit can come in on 1 step. Taking replacements, sending them back to the pool. I'm gonna spend that, revert to truck unit, spend the supplies to flip them over to ready. They're effectively supply. They'll move in there. They'll all move just up a little bit, 1 hex movement. These guys will come up to 16. I'm going to move that unit out of Tripoli. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 7. Okay. Italians now, really relying on them to hold the line. No combat. About 10, 11, 12, 13 with tanks. Yeah, no combat. Tanks, tanks, tanks. Heavy tanks everywhere. Heavy tanks everywhere. All right, so no combat. We just go straight to the recovery phase. Remove that supply. These guys find themselves out of supply. They're out of supply, but not isolated. They're not isolated, so that's it. And, the delay phase. We get to place a delay marker. We'll keep on that road. It was a good place. And remove number 1, which we just placed. Roll for supply attrition. 10, do they have units in Alexandria sector? No, they don't. So they don't lose a supply, which is good news. And do the Allies have units in the Benghazi sector? No, they don't. So they don't lose a supply. Okay, a welcome relief for both sides. Victory phase. We have 3 airfields. No change. Benchmark is 3, so no change in the airfield, in the victory point markers. And that's the end of turn 14. So we'll wrap it up there. There's a lot of Italian infantry, and every attack costs supplies. I've got 1 MSU in the area. There'll be 2 more coming next turn. That's 2. I've achieved that short-term goal of putting these German panzers out of supply. Now they can only attack move. It's going to be a challenge. So supplies are really driving the momentum for both sides, and the shortness of supplies is critical. So the New Zealanders chasing these armoured battalions and regiments across the desert, while these small tank formations try to rapidly move to surround them and cut them off. Okay. What's next for the Allies? I really don't know. I guess the next challenge is this line. A couple of options. They could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Look to outflank them. They don't have a lot of numbers, and there's still these guys in the background. Again, they can still attack at half strength. So 15, 18, 20. That's still 10. Combining with these could really hurt here. So I think they kind of want to think about stopping that from happening. Maybe move the South Africans up. Maybe even a counterattack now that they're out of supply. Only their combat strength is halved. So not a huge penalty. Got to remember the overlapping Zoc as well, because if I can surround these guys with overlapping, not Zoc bonds, but overlapping Zocs, then units out of supply may not enter them, and I can kind of try to eliminate them. So if I kind of pull back, push down, attack them here, they won't be able to retreat through my Zoc bonds. Okay. That may be something to think about, because it's really hard to. I've got to try and. They're still tack moving. They can't tack move. Well, there's still a lot of potential in attack, which is what I'm worried about. Actually, no, they don't. Not if they can't get supplies. I'm going to have to think about this. All right, folks, that'll be it for now. More to come. Thanks for watching. Take care.